You guys just mentioned it, 29 years now for this event. It's grown into one of the largest of its kind in this country, and this year approaching $80 million in cumulative fundraising over those 3 decades. And a lot of the times the questions we get, where does the money go? Well, a big part of the story this year has to do with gene therapy and cell therapy breakthroughs that have taken place with members of Roswell's staff and the doctors here, and breakthroughs that they're on the cusp of right now that the money raised this year will help to push over the top. Chris Vogelsang served as a flag bearer during last year's Celebration of Hope, a moment he says he could not have imagined just over 12 years ago.
I went into my primary and he felt around and he sat down and he looked at me and he goes, "I think you have lymphoma."
And a course of treatment that led to a stem cell transplant in 2009 before the cancer returned 2 years ago. He could have done another transplant.
Or CAR T. And I said, "What's the best quality of life?" And he said, "Definitely CAR T." And I said, "Okay."
CAR T cell therapy. And one of its true pioneers is Dr. Rainier Brenchins of Roswell Park.
Isolating immune cells from a patient, and then we can genetically instruct those immune cells to find, recognize, and kill tumor cells much more specifically than chemotherapy can.
The actual removal of immune cells from a patient's body, re-engineered genetically to attack what there's the hope will be a broader range of cancers.
And the big chasm that we're trying to cross here is from getting it to work in these blood cancers, now getting that same approach to work with more common solid tumors, prostate cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, you name it.
And that's where Roswell Park is taking a leading role, using funds raised from events like the Ride for Roswell and the 11-day Power Play to help with a massive laboratory expansion project to host 4 clinical trials in this innovative cell therapy area, an effort unmatched anywhere across the country.
This is really taking it up a significant notch.
To help, he says, ensure more successful outcomes, like the one Chris Vogelsang is enjoying today.
I'm back playing golf. I'm back playing tennis. I feel good. My appetite is great.
So much of what we do here that is innovative, that is novel, that is trend-setting, is massively reliant on the goodwill and the generosity of the people of Western New York.
We've got a tremendous community in Buffalo with Roswell and with all the support and the doctors who are coming here and are here now. It's a lot to be grateful for.
And back out live here with the president and CEO of Roswell Park, Dr. Candace Johnson. Thank you,
Adam,
as always, for joining. And we talk about this every year, where does the money go? But I mean, in Dr. Brenchins, you have one of the true pioneers in cell therapy, like one of the founding 4, the Mount Rushmore of this type of therapy. His face is on it, and this laboratory expansion project, these funds are critical for that.
I mean, we recruited this guy from Memorial Sloan Kettering. It's like getting Josh Allen.
Right.
And so we, for the first time, we really have cures on the horizon for us, because this therapy is proven. It's already resulted in cures in some acute leukemias and lymphomas, and in testing now with multiple myeloma. So we're very excited that he's here. He's in Buffalo, New York, and we're thrilled.
And now I believe it's 4 trials that these facilities are going to host, the largest of its kind in the United States of America in terms of,
Exactly.
But I mean now, and I think people would really be interested, now the testing is going to be on the solid tumors.
That's exactly right. In liquid tumors, we've had a lot of success. But think about it, pancreatic cancer, lung cancer, even breast cancer that's refractory to standard therapy. The potential for this is just off the charts. So we're very excited.
And I think people would like to know more specifically, when they donate, how those dollars are going to, in the real world, and practically make a difference for this.
So every dollar you give, we turn it into $27 in external funding, and the money goes directly to fund this research. We don't have a whole lot of we're not doing funny things with it. We really need these funds, and it goes for the next breakthrough.
In terms of endeavors for Roswell, I mean, there's been incredible stories. Survexem, also the glioblastoma. But where does this endeavor rank in terms of the challenges that you've taken on?
Well, I think the potential for this, Survaxim's an incredible, and it's marching its way to FDA approval. But what we're doing with CAR T cells has application across cancer types. And so that's the real promise of it. And so that's why we're so excited.
It's amazing when you're going 30 years on with a ride for Roswell and you see how these dollars year after year make a difference in what it evolves to, and that this is probably another example of that, a shining light.
It's exciting, and we couldn't do it without all these wonderful writers and the funds that they donate, or without you.
Well, thank you so much. It's a labor of love for all of us at
I know it is.
WGRZ.
I know it is.